He is Indiana High senior high principal, Wade McElhenney, on the line with us this morning. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Principal McElhenney, good morning to you.
Good morning, Todd. Thanks so much for having us on this morning. Really appreciate it.
Our pleasure. I'm just not sure what you look like anymore.
I know.
It's been a little bit.
You had Josh filling in for you. I started getting a complex there the last couple of times.
Yeah, I've missed 2 visits in a row with you, but it's good to have you on with us today. You've got a pretty packed lineup here.
We do, Todd, and the lineup this morning is more about school community, coming off where we were last year and where we'd like to be this year. Mm-hmm. We thought it was really good to highlight some of the elements of our school that are promoting school community, trying to get back to a sense of normal here at the senior high school. First, we have student ambassadors, and they'll be talking about their activities that they're doing. We have a school spirit and some students for that, as well as the Rowdy Rooters, the fan section, and the type of activities they're doing this year to really promote a sense of school spirit. And then batting cleanup is our IHS Athletics Director, Greg Lezanic.
Very good. You want to start with the student ambassadors?
Sounds good. Thank you, Todd.
All right. We'll talk to you shortly as well. Okay. And let's get them on the line this morning and punch the button. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Wow.
Good morning.
Our student ambassadors are with us this morning. Who's on the line with us?
I'm here. I'm Laura Nepper. I'm a vice president for ambassadors.
I'm Abby Huey, and I'm a junior representative.
I'm Isaac Myers, and I'm the president of Ambassadors.
All right, wonderful. So we've got the group of student ambassadors on the line. Who wants to tell me what ambassadors are all about?
Yes, we've got 3 things we'd like to talk about today.
Okay.
A little about why our organization exists, what we do in the school, and then one of our main initiatives that took place at the start of the school year with Welcome Day. Mm-hmm. So our mission at IHS is to create a very friendly support group for any students who are new to IHS and coming into our building. And we do this because we know that being a new student can be challenging. Coming into a new environment means change, and change can be scary, and we don't want anyone to go through that alone. So doing what we do, we believe, helps make our school a better place. And Isaac's going to tell you about kind of how we do that.
Yeah, I'm going to show you a little in the life of an ambassador. So when we hear a new student comes, we pair them up with a new student, hopefully in their grade, to show them around the school. And like I said, we give them a tour, show them the layout. And we're also going to be their first friend or their friendly face in the school, just so they know they can count on someone if they need anything at all. And then one of our main goals also is to make them feel safe and welcomed at IHS. And then one of the ways we do this is just by participating in activities in the school, whether this is joining a club, games, sports teams, band, and plays. And then since we are involved in so many things as ambassadors, this does make it easy for us to fit them in with certain things and show them around. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we also do run many activities throughout the school year, and then one of which Abby will tell you about now.
So our main event we do is called Welcome Day, and this year that took place on August 26th, which was a few days before the start of school. During this time, we work on welcoming and introducing the freshmen and new students to the high school. And as ambassadors, we believe it's really important to make sure students are welcome and comfortable with the atmosphere here. To help welcome everyone at the school, we take the students on group tours, teach them how to open their lockers, help them get their Chromebooks, and answer any questions they may have about the building or high school life. We also take time to pair new students up individually with ambassadors that they can rely on throughout the school year. We believe that this day is really important for freshmen and new students. Coming into a new school can be really intimidating at times, and having a friendly face you already know on the first day of school can make life a little easier.
All right.
That's a little what we do. If you want to take it from here.
All right, you good?
Yes, thank you for the opportunity.
It is our pleasure. Thank you so much. You all did well. Our student ambassadors from Indiana Senior High. And let's move on then and talk to the folks in charge of school spirit. What a big job that is. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Who's on the line with me this morning?
I'm Jenny Todd. And I'm Avery Olenchik. And we're from IHS Leadership.
All right. Tell me all about it.
Okay, so basically right now we're working on a bulletin board. We have some sports updates. This is outside of our Room 100 in our high school. And we just post things like the themes for the games, the dates of the games, and if the game was a win or a loss. We also are doing like social media posts. We repost like other clubs' events that they're doing too, and we're posting like hype videos for the school for our football games and everything, just to get kids excited for the upcoming sporting events. On all of our social medias, we are at IHS Leadership. If you want to follow that and take a look at everything that's going on with our sporting events.
Yeah, and we're also working on Spirit Days. So as a school, we kind of announce on our social media and in the school different themes that we're going to try to do to get people to feel more included within the school. So we did a Red and Black Day our first week of school, like for school colors, and seniors took their class picture that day, and it was for our volleyball and soccer teams. They had games that week. And we were also working on some class wars, so each grade would be kind of head-to-head in some activities. Right now we're doing a color war, so it's like that chalk paint, and we're going to like set up some outdoor things, have little water balloons, some super soakers, things like that, and have white shirts and just all go out in the field and get back together since we haven't been together for a long time. So, yeah. And we're also getting a tailgate together for our homecoming football game, and Brock and Alex are going to talk about that a little bit later. But, yeah, so we have a lot of cool, interesting things going on to try to get the school more excited to be back all together in the building.
Oh, you sure do. You sure do. Anything else we need to pass along to folks today?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right, well, enjoy showing that school spirit. Sounds like you're having a good time with it. And thanks for being with us this morning.
Yes, thank you for having us.
All righty. It is Indiana in the Morning. We're talking with our Indiana senior high folks. And next up for us this morning, the Rowdy Rooters are here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. What's going on with you guys?
So my name is Brock, and I'm one of the leaders of the Rowdy Riders here at the high school, and I'm here with my good friend Alex, who is a fellow Rowdy Rooter. And just want to start by saying thank you to all that came out last Friday and showed support against the game against Derry. But anyways, to start, we wanted to say what sets us apart from other student sections and what really makes the Rowdy Rooters shine, and that is our main focus on positivity. We feel instead of discriminating other teams or singling out players, yelling as a whole or cheering for our team as a whole will create more energy if we come together to cheer for our own teams.
After not having a student section for a year and a half now, just being back is so great for us. It feels really good. So this positivity is just helping us not only be good outside of school, but in school as well. And this past Friday, we actually had a record-breaking attendance. We filled up our student section, and we're going to have to actually ask for more room for the next game this Friday so that everyone can fit in. And last year, COVID, everything was different. We weren't able to truly have a Rowdy Rooter student section. So now that we're back, we're better than ever, and we're excited to get after Plum this Friday.
A new thing we're doing this year is before our homecoming football game, we're having a tailgate to increase attendance for the football game. And what's also interesting is it is the class of 1980s reunion. So we're going to have a bunch of outside games and food set up so everybody can enjoy their time and then head over to the homecoming football game.
Sounds pretty cool. You guys sound like you're having a great time already.
We're having a great time.
Yeah.
We're not over yet. We're also going to be going to all the other winter and spring sporting events and just show our spirit.
All right. How much body paint have you purchased so far?
Oh, there's been a lot. I think we plan on painting more this Friday against Plum. It's one of the things our students really like doing. If
you paint your body with a letter and everybody has to stand in the right spot, does everybody have to stand there for fear of misspelling a word?
We have spell checkers to make sure that we're all good.
Good job. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
There are the Rowdy Rooters here this morning, and the guy who is helping them to find a place to go root is Greg Lezanic. He's the athletic director, and it sounds like you've got some real support going there, Greg, with the Indiana senior high kids.
Oh, we do, Todd. Oh, good morning, Todd. Yes, we do. They're a great bunch of kids. They're having fun at the contests. we're working with them, on the proper way to root and to cheer. But they're just a great bunch of kids that are just coming out and having good old-fashioned high school fun.
I think it's really neat. They emphasized that they're more about just rooting for the team as a whole rather than targeting somebody on the opposition or even lifting up one over another within their own school. It's all about the school.
It's all about the school. And they've taken this suggestion from us and really run with it. And we, our vice principal Doug Johnson and I have worked with Noah and Brock and the Amass on we don't want to single people out. We want to show that we're Indiana and we're together we root for the team. We're a team in the stands. We're a team during the school day. We're a team at volleyball games. We're a team everywhere. And we really want to show the community that that we're here, we're having fun. I called it good old-fashioned high school fun.
There you go. That's a good plan. Hey, it is the fall sports season. We tend to focus so much on football that we might neglect to remember that there's a lot going on in the athletic fields. You've got cross country going on. We have golf. Soccer is a big part of things. It really is a busy time for an athletic director, isn't it?
Fall is probably the busiest for us in the office. At least I found that in my 5 years with like you said, you named all the sports being across country. The girls' tennis is going on. Coach Pelkos now is part of the WPIL Tennis Steering Committee. So there's some duties there. Next Tuesday, Todd, our boys golf at the Indiana Country Club, we are hosting this sectional individual qualifier. So cross country's gone, and both soccer teams are in the middle of their season, so it is extremely busy right now. But it's just nice to see the kids out there on the fields and the courts competing.
Absolutely right. Now, as to the WPIL, actually the PIAA and their issue yesterday with school sports and competitiveness and teams using COVID-19, obviously that's not a problem with Indiana Senior High because you're not going to try to duck anybody using COVID-19 as an excuse. But when you hear those types of discussions, what is your reaction to what's going on in athletics and the way that they're handling COVID right now?
I was at an AD meeting this week for Class 5A and 6A schools. Now, we play 4A in football, and that was a big discussion there. Now, when you talk about the bigger schools, you've got bigger rosters, you got more players at each position. But it was a mandate didn't come out, but it was suggested that at least at the bigger schools that COVID is treated like an injury. We don't want schools, even ducking an opponent, but we also don't want, hey, my star running back is out because he's quarantined. We're not going to play this week. Where the ADs are being asked to really look at the team's rosters. Just because your star running back's out, you might have three more on the roster. And I read the article myself this morning, and Dr. Lombardi was quoted as saying, if it's that bad you can't play on Friday night, why are you practicing Wednesday, Thursday leading up to the game? So it's a not one size fits all. A lot of it comes down to the size of the school, the size of the football rosters, and it's up to the ADs to work through these things.
Yeah, absolutely is, and it's good to know that you absolutely are, and it's a whole new reality to athletics and to high school sports. One of the things that we didn't get a chance to talk about with you yet, Greg, is the fact that as you are here in the midst of the fall sports and all of its issues and concerns, you also have the winter sports to prepare for. You're working on those schedules right now, too.
Absolutely. The schedules are for the fall sports. They are in the can, so to speak, thankfully. We are working on some adjustments here and there. We're already getting some requests to change some dates because of of issues with other schools, but you're right. I mean, the fall sports in their preseason conditioning, mid-September, is when they really start to ramp up, and so I think maybe that's why fall is probably the busiest season in the athletic office.
Yeah. Wintertime, we'll deal with the cancellations and reschedules. Right here in the fall, we're just getting the schedules all put together.
Exactly.
Greg Lezanic.
Last winter, for example, with the COVID issues, we had one wrestling match that we had to reschedule between weather and COVID 16 times. One wrestling match. Well, take that and extrapolate it over all of our sports. And in fact, we had a teacher come in the office one time, and Scott Shirley and I, our desks are side by side, and he's on the phone, I'm on the phone, and we're talking back and forth with different schools. And we had a faculty member come in and say, "This looks like Houston Mission Control in here, the way you guys are going at it." But, we keep it's a busy time. COVID obviously is not helping the matters, but we stay focused on why we're here. We're here for the kids.
That's Greg Lezanic, the life of an athletic director. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Todd. Have a great day.
You too. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, Homer City.
And shopped more than expected. Fox's Lillian Wu has all the details. Lillian Wu has all the details. Lillian Wu